I feel like I'm cheating on Joann, but then I have to remember she's the one that left me. Hello! So it is a very nice warm day here, and I decided to do a little bit more yarn shopping and exploring because our options are just dwindling. Today we are heading in to Hobby Lobby. We're going to check out the yarn, see what's new. I have not been inside a Hobby Lobby in a while. I am hoping for some good things. So for those who do not know, Hobby Lobby will switch their sales. 1 week you will get fabric 40% off, and the next you will get yarn 30% off. I purposely came on a week where yarn was not on sale. So that way I would not be tempted to buy yarn. So we are definitely down just to basically like 1 aisle and a half. So they have these really cute crochet kits. Kind of see these a lot of places. Something I will say for them, I really love their I Love This yarn because every shade, every like variation comes with stuff that you can find matches for. So for example, let's just dig in here and grab like this crazy guy. You're gonna have a red that matches, and then if you go down you're gonna find some blues that match. And that is something I do love for variegated projects. You are always going to be able to find something that matches. So like this one, like look how that peach just makes it pop. So much fun. Definitely some of the softest yarn. Now I've noticed that their prices are always going up, as are, you know, most. But it is now $4.99. So on the reg, I would not buy from here. But when you're 30% off, so $3.50 isn't too bad. So definitely, if you're going to buy yarn, you come on the off week. And I have heard, but I have not tested this, that if you buy on the non-sale week, you can bring it the next week and they will adjust the price. So if you need to buy it on that week. Now, some of these colors, I never know if they're like newer or not because I just don't come in that often. So there could very well be new colors over here in the I Love This yarn, but there is just so much of it that I just never know. Oh, that's really pretty. Then we get down here to all of our cotton yarn. Chromatic Spectrum. That's changed. I have some of this at home, but it's definitely not like this. They've changed that. I do like their cotton cakes. Sugar Wheel cotton. Got some of the sparkles. And then their fundamental cotton. This is not super soft. But just like there's so many on the I Love This yarn, their I Love This cotton, which is super soft, they have lots and lots of color options. I've actually grabbed several of these when they go on sale, when they do their clearance event. Have I done anything with them? No, but they are still really great, really soft. They don't have as many, but they still do have like some mandala And you have some of that Bambootiful at home. Again, a lot of the stuff I will grab when it's on their clearance event, and then I'll figure out stuff to do with it later. I have not used this, but I have also heard wonders about their Seeker's Craft cotton, that this is so great for dish towels and all those wonderful things. And again, so many colors. And again, things that you can, match colors together and really just kind of make your own thing. I love when they have variegated yarns that you can match with a solid, because sometimes that's so hard. But I love that they do that with like all of their yarn. So coming over here, we have, turning around, we have our teddy yarn, really soft. Their baby yarn, I was just helping a friend this week actually with their baby yarn, make something for her upcoming child. I really love their baby yarn. It is so soft. I do feel like it's pretty thin. This is Ella. No, Rainy Yay. They do have very fun names too. Looks like they're a bit picked over here. But I love that they also, so like down here, you have this really cute print. Sapphire Espresso. Then they have right next to it blue that is going to go great with it. I've used that for a project. Like so many of these, I'm like, oh, I have some of that. I have some of that. I don't use the DK very often, but this is definitely soft, squishy, just wonderful. This might be a little bit newer. I think I've seen, oh my gosh, I just forgot her name. Crochet Grandma. Touch this and fill it. And I don't think I have seen this, so it's been that while since I've been in here. This, oh, Aurora Moon. Shoot. Again, I have a dog named Aurora, so everything with Aurora kind of gets me really pretty colors. Let's see here. That is not wanting to focus in on this. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I will just... Wow. Guys, this is not focusing. I am so sorry. So I'll just tell you, this is actually a 4-weight, 5mm, 100% polyester, 236. I have no idea why this is struggling to focus today. But lots of those really subtle, super pretty colors. And then they always have fun patterns here. I really like this. So soft. That would be my ideal kind of stuff for baby blankets. $5.29 isn't bad. Again, if you come on the sale weeks. So that's not too bad for that. 236 yards. I'll make a really soft blanket. Oh my gosh. Stork Struck. How cute. This one's not as soft. Mint Charm. Let's see. Lyocell and acrylic. So let's do a little comparison. So this stuff that is super soft, I know has some, it is 60% acrylic, 40% polyamide. So that's why that is like, you can see the shine. It's so much softer than this is. Really cute. This is low pill fiber, so really great for all those, washings and washings you're going to do. And going on with baby yarn, you get the chunky, so soft. Lots of fun colors. Now this one, I have so many of these. I feel like this is such a great deal. So this is Soft and Sleek Decay, low pill fiber. Their stuff is so small. So this is 100% acrylic. I think you really can't read that well on the screen. 478 yards. This is 4.5 millimeter hook, 470 yards. Like, you can do a lot with that. And then for just $4.99, or like $3.50 on a sale week, you can't beat that. That's so funny. This is like this really pretty, like peacock color, and it's not pulling up, but I have so many of that. And then I have to laugh at this sport weight yarn. So this is, well, let's grab a different color here. Grab this pink. This is super soft. Again, all of their I Love This Yarn brand is so soft. But it says sport weight, right? But on the back, on the stuff that's not focusing, oh, there we go. It is saying that it's a 3-weight and that it takes a 5mm crochet hook, which is definitely not sport weight, which is like a 2. But this stuff really is a great deal. $2.49. So on sale week, you're getting it for less than $1. It's not a ton of colors, but really great deal. And then you have Soft Secret, which is just like Simply Soft. I was gonna get there. More and more colors in that. Oh, they've expanded. There's way more colors in that. So like, huge section of this. And then you have natural fibers. Like, this is hummus. I have made stuff out of this for sure. 100% acrylic. I believe this is a 2-weight. I really don't know why. Their labels just do not focus well on the screen. There we go. Kind of. Up here we have Rustic Romantic. Kind of your little Tweety. Yarn ID, which is definitely, it's got to be like reclaimed. Oh, acrylic polyamide. Oh, I really like that. That's pretty. And then this yarn, this is some of my favorite. They're Soft and Sleek. I have made several hats out of this. This is, to me, creme de la creme. Like, this is, if I can get yarn from here, this is what I like to get. Low-pill fiber. My goodness. I hate that it's just not focusing. Well, 6mm hook, low pill acrylic, 186 yards. And like the squish factor on this is so nice. You have little tiny yarns. So if you're doing, like, I was talking with my friend, she was making a rainbow blanket. And this is really great if you just need a little bit of each color. So that would be perfect to do like a rainbow blanket. More free patterns. So you have a lot of the Soft and Sleek. You have Soft and Sleek Chunky. Got a little bit of sparkles. And then down here, I love the variegated versions of this. Pearl spun, which is a little bit shinier. This is low pill acrylic, even though it does not feel like it feels like softer than acrylic. 5.5mm, 150 yards. Easy going. And then one of the best deals, I feel, I'll zoom out a little bit here, is their sugar wheels. So like you saw the cotton one earlier. This, so 750, 355 yards, lots of fun colors. So if you compare it to like a mandala, you can get them pretty cheap at Walmart. You can get more yardage, but this is a 4 weight versus like their 3 weight. So on a sale week, this is a fantastic way to get cakes of yarn. And I personally love yarn cakes. They're the best for like corner to corners. They have a little bit of sparkle ones. Sorry if the camera is shaking. My legs are not meant to like bend like this. But no, I love, like, to me, this is like the best thing to get on their sale weeks. And then we do have, oops, some hand dyed yarn, a little bit pricier, but this does say that it is. I know, it's so hard to focus on this. 100% superwash merino wool. Definitely not the softest out there. I would still personally go get from an actual yarn dyer. Getting the hand dyed here, but this is really great if you're on a budget. And again, when it's 30% off week, great, great deal. They have lots of pretty colors. You're going maybe for your first pair of socks or something. Best way to start on a budget. So they have this. Their eyelash yarn is, can you see just the halo? If I had to choose the softest yarn in here, it would definitely be the ethereal eyelash. Ethereal eyelash. So, so soft. 180 yards, 4 weight, 5 millimeter. I would probably do a 5.5 on that one. It's so hard to keep it straight because it is so, so soft. 75% acrylic, 25% polyamide. Like, this stuff is just the softest, softest yarn. Of course, they have furs now. I feel like everybody has some fur. And they have I Love This Chunky. And then we're getting more into some of our bulkier items. We have this guy, super bulky. What does this mean of? It is really soft. Polyester. That would be why. This does claim to, oh, it's a 6 weight. I don't know about that. That's pretty thin, super bulky. And 303 yards for $11.99. That's not terrible. Now this is Premier Yarns. And I've actually made a cowl out of this. And it is super, super soft. It is part bamboo, which is great for regulating temperatures. 131 yards, 5 bulky weight. Super squish, super soft. And then you have some more of the chunkies. You have the loop yarn. And then you are going down into your super jumbo yarn. That's very, very thick. I do like getting a lot of their notions. So I have a lot of the really cute measuring tape from here. And if you want to turn your crochet hook into ergonomic, there's some of those. They have really like lots of hooks. This one is actually really cute. You got some stitch markers and a little container to put them in. And then obviously this is cross stitch. So there's a lot of like cross stitchy stuff here, but you also get your regular stitch markers here. That is like the little bulb type ones. I love this little container. You can just grab a couple of them. There's some jumbo ones. There's really good ones for like the knitting aspect. And then you do have some yarn needles. Oh, nice little storage container here for your yarn needles. Or they do have clover. There's also some more stitch markers here. Have like a little yarn on it, measuring tape. You get your jumbo stitch markers. Crochet hook storage up here. For you. Oh, cute little bookmark. This is great if you're doing an I-cord or you're like knitting and you just want to do that. These, I swear by these. So they actually have some over in the fabric section too, but these are what I love to store. I have a ton of them. I will put my stitch markers in them, a little tiny pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and I will throw them into a project bag. Now I have so many because I have so many whips. So maybe you don't need as many. So I think it's funny because you have like $2.49 and then these ones are $1.99, but they slide open. They're really great for storing things. Highly, highly recommend them. And then we have some knitting needles, all the sizes, all the kinds. Looks like they still have them. And then I love that, especially if you're starting out, they're a really great price and they're great for discovering what kind of hook you prefer. So here's some plastic ones. You have your metal ones. You have your big fat economic, oh my gosh, ergonomic, I'll get there, hooks. Personally, oh, you got these guys too, which aren't too bad. They're plastic and they're a little bit better. And they have this really cute design on the side. Now, my personal favorites are these guys. So these are the ones, they're really great ergonomic. This, for $2, this is what I travel with. So if I lose a hook while I'm traveling and it's like one of these, I'm not mad because it's not that expensive, but it's also really comfortable to hold and it's metal. So I will probably grab at least one or two more of these because they do tend to get lost. But these ones, highly recommend. These ones are my favorites. Now, I'm telling you, you can try all the different kinds. So they have aluminum hooks with like a bamboo handle for that kind of ergonomic. You have your like one Afghan hook, so your one that like kind of Tunisian with a this is actually the yarn or the hook I bought when I first started learning Tunisian because I didn't want to commit when I was making my first shawl. So I just got this guy and then I had to figure out what size he was and get yarn for that. But for $2, I figured that was a great one to decide on. You have these ginormous hooks. Look at that. That's huge. But again, $2.79. So if you need it for like one project, colorful stuff. You have some more Tunisian crochet hooks, Afghan hooks, I guess if you will. We have a cute little kit here that has just some like stitch markers. It looks like you have great little notions and things you need. They have a couple clover hooks. They do have a lot of the light up hooks. They tend to hurt my eyes, so I don't grab them. But the price here, again, if you want to try them out, that's a fantastic price to maybe branch into that world. And then we have our itty bitty little metal hooks. We go all the way down to for $1.49. Let's see, what size is this? 0.75. Couple more knitting needles, some needle stoppers. I feel like they really, I mean, there's a lot of knitting needles. However, the amount of different crochet hooks, literally any kind of crochet hook you would like, right? So again, for beginners, this is a perfect place to come and try, like grab a couple, see what like feels best for you. Do you prefer plastic? Do you prefer aluminum? Do you prefer ergonomic? Do you prefer metal? Like, let's choose from. And they also do have some like learn to crochet kits and that, or they have some books down there, but they have this learn to crochet, got some hooks and a pom-pom maker in there. And then down here, you get a lot of like notion bags. So, like this guy, this cute little gnome who is knitting, will zip shut. This is probably more for cross stitch here, but you have some great bags for putting yarn in, like this guy. Super great. I actually have this exact one. This is one of the totes I have, and the totes really $8.99. They're not that bad of a price either. But like, check out this cute little, I don't know, what is he? A hamster or, oh, hedgehog. He's like a little hedgehog. Really great for just like a couple skein project. Super cute. And then over here, you have some yarn bowls. I love this teacup. And you have a beehive. More containers to put needles in and things. And they actually do have a ball winder. I haven't seen a switch though. Looks like another crochet hook holder. Got some a stress ball. Nobody gets between me and my yarn. I love gnomes, so to me this is like fantastic. A metal container. All these kits are cute. You have in here, you have a needle gauge. Sorry, you have a needle gauge to test what size needles you have for knitting. And then obviously lots and lots of pom-poms. You have a great book for doing some pattern creating. You have graph paper on one side. And then you have like the color, where it's purchased from. And I love this chart at the beginning. Oh, that's nice. And it tells you like needle sizes and hook sizes. That's really nice. I don't know if it's meant to kind of look scratched like that, or this one is just maybe a little scratched. And here at the end of the aisle, not to be forgotten, we have crochet thread. So this is really, really a fantastic deal for this stuff. This is for making like earrings, or just really for if you're going to do some doilies, really small crafts. I love the different colors they have. They have a couple variegated. They've gotten rid of a lot. These down here are a fantastic little deal. You get for $12, you get several of the variegated. Try them out, see how you feel about them. You do have sparkle ones too. And then over here, we have scrubby yarn. Lots of different kinds. Scrubology cotton, really pretty colors. And then you have some Glitz Glam, Scrubology 2.0. And then you have thicker scrubby yarn. And a really cute pattern for free that you can take to make the cute little cactus. Like I was saying over in the other Notion section, if you want even more options for those cute little boxes and they have a magnet on them, just come over here to the sewing section and they have more cute options. They also have more measuring tape if you're not really in love with the ones over there. So this is where I tend to get a little torn. They do have good yarn at Hobby Lobby. They really do. It's super, super soft, lots of color ranges, but there's really just an aisle and a half, and they have several different types, but not a lot of like options within the types. I feel like they almost have too many types of yarn, and they could really condense it down and then just have more color options. And it used to be so much bigger, and I know that they really, really scaled back a couple years ago. And it is just, dang it, Joann. The things you force us to do. I definitely love their notions section. I feel like that's pretty superior to a lot of places. I don't know. To me, it's really the prices. I know it can be argued that the prices at Joann were pretty high unless they were on sale. However, unless you're coming on the 30% off week here, you're just really overpaying for things. $5 for just a basic 4-weight skein of yarn is really, it's a lot. It's really a lot. I feel like you wouldn't be able to make as many things because of the cost, which does make me sad. So I'm really hoping, I mean, it's still early days. Joann is still here. Even if they're closing, they're still technically here. So we don't know how companies are going to react, if they are going to expand their yarn sections, if maybe they will do more sales. It's really hard out here. But I am just exploring options, seeing what's out there. And if you can catch Hobby Lobby when they're doing their clearance event, I will post, here's some pictures from previous events where I definitely partook. And then it's like 75% off the yarn. So like $1.29 or something for a skein of yarn, which is killer. That kind of thing, not so bad, but oof, we got a lot of work to do.